Urgent New York Giants fans. Do not miss this. What just happened? You won't believe this one. But before we reveal the big news, make sure to subscribe to the channel, because here, we bring you daily videos with the latest New York Giants updates. And to not miss anything, activate the notifications. Hey, Giants fans, I hope you're all as excited as I am today because we've got some big news that could potentially impact the team's future, and trust me, you're going to want to hear every detail. The NFL offseason is always a roller coaster, full of surprises, trades, signings, and sometimes, unexpected releases that shake things up in the league, and this time, it's no different. Recently, a name has been making waves, and it's got everyone talking about whether the Giants should jump into the free agent market and try to bring this player to East Rutherford. Let's dive into what's happening, who this player is, and what it could mean for the Giants moving forward. So, the player we're talking about today is Gabe Davis, a wide receiver who's been making headlines, not just because of his talent, but because of his recent release from the Jacksonville Jaguars. That's right, Davis, who has shown flashes of brilliance in his career so far, was suddenly cut loose by the Jaguars. Now, this kind of move always sparks a ton of speculation, especially when it involves a receiver with his potential. Fans are wondering, could this be an opportunity for the Giants to add some depth to their receiving core? Should they be interested in signing him? Well, let's break down who Gabe Davis really is, what he brings to the table, and how he might fit into Brian Daboll's offense. First, a little background on Davis. He's a 25-year-old wide receiver, drafted by the Bills in the 4th round of the 2020 NFL Draft. Coming out of the University of Central Florida, Davis was known for his size, speed, and ability to make contested catches downfield. In his first few seasons with Buffalo, he showed promise, especially as a big play threat. He's got a solid frame, standing around 6 feet 2 inches, weighing approximately 210 pounds, and he's got the athleticism to stretch defenses and create mismatches. During his time with the Bills, Davis accumulated over 1,000 receiving yards and scored 12 touchdowns in his first 3 seasons, including some memorable moments in playoff games. His play style is characterized by his ability to go up and get the ball in tight coverage and his knack for big catches in crucial moments. Now, the reason Davis's release from Jacksonville is creating such buzz is because, despite some inconsistency in his career, he's shown he has the talent to be a reliable target. The Jaguars, under new coaching staff and with a different offensive scheme, decided to make some roster adjustments, and unfortunately for Davis, that meant parting ways. But for a team like the Giants, which has been looking to add explosiveness and depth to its wide receiver group, this could be an intriguing opportunity. The Giants, after all, have a core of talented players like Wan'Dale Robinson, Darren Waller, and Sterling Shepard, but they've been searching for that consistent, explosive playmaker to elevate the passing game. Adding Davis could be a strategic move. His strengths align well with the Giants' offensive philosophy, which under Brian Daboll has prioritized versatility, quick passes, and exploiting mismatches. Davis's ability to stretch the field would complement the more possession-oriented receivers like Waller and Shepard, creating a more dynamic attack that defenses have to prepare for. Moreover, his experience in a high-powered Bills offense, which emphasizes tempo and big plays, could bring some valuable insights to New York's evolving offensive schemes. Of course, there are questions to consider. Will Davis fit into the Giants' locker room? Can he adapt to the team's culture and the system under offensive coordinator Mike Kafka? These are crucial factors, but given Davis's age and skill set, he's a risk worth considering. The Giants have been building a roster focused on youth and upside, and a player like Davis, who's still relatively young and has shown flashes of greatness, fits that mold perfectly. Plus, his release from Jacksonville might mean he's eager to prove himself again, and that hunger can be a powerful motivator. Looking at the current Giants roster, they could certainly use some additional firepower at receiver. While they've made strides in their rushing attack with Saquon Barkley and Daniel Jones's development as a dual-threat quarterback, their passing game has sometimes lacked that consistent explosive element. A player like Davis could change that, especially in third-down situations or in red zone packages. His big frame and jump ball ability could also give the Giants a reliable target in tight spots, something that's always valuable in close games. Now, let's talk about the potential fit from a strategic standpoint. The Giants' offense under Daboll has been a well-oiled machine, but it's also one that adapts based on personnel. If Davis joins, we might see him integrated into packages that emphasize vertical routes, play-action passes, and crossing routes designed to free him up downfield. His familiarity with complex route concepts from his time in Buffalo could help him quickly adapt to New York schemes. Plus, his special teams experience could be an added bonus, giving the coaching staff even more versatility in how they deploy him. But, of course, signing a free agent isn't just about talent, it's about fit, chemistry, and team dynamics. The Giants' locker room has been praised for its cohesion and resilience, qualities that Davis would need to embrace. The New York media and fanbase are known for their passion and high expectations, especially after last season's ups and downs. Bringing in a player like Davis could send a message that the Giants are serious about contending and adding serious weapons on offense. Now, let's look at the bigger picture. The NFL offseason is a time of strategic moves. Teams are weighing their options, trying to fill gaps in their rosters without overspending or overcommitting. The Giants, with their salary cap space and young core, are in a position to be aggressive if they see the right fit. And Davis, given his talent and the circumstances of his release, might be just that. It's not just about adding a receiver, it's about adding a player with the potential to be a game-changer, someone who can elevate the entire offense and help Daniel Jones take that next step in his development. And speaking of Daniel Jones, the chemistry between a quarterback and his receivers is crucial. Jones has shown flashes of brilliance, especially with his mobility and ability to extend plays, but he's missing that one reliable deep threat or big-bodied receiver who can make those contested catches. Davis could fill that void nicely, helping Jones open up the field and keeping defenses honest. Remember, the Giants have invested heavily in their offensive line and skill positions, and now they need to maximize those investments by adding a piece like Davis who can make a difference on game day. In terms of stats, while Davis's numbers may not jump off the page, he's a player whose impact goes beyond raw yards. His ability to create mismatches and make contested catches in crucial moments could translate into more wins for the Giants. Plus, with a full offseason and a new environment, he might just find his groove again and become the deep threat that defenses fear. It's worth noting that the Giants have been known to develop talent effectively, and with the right coaching and system, Davis could thrive in East Rutherford. Now, let's also consider the history of the Giants with free agents and how they've handled these kinds of situations before. The team has a tradition of smart signings that fit their culture, players like Leonard Williams, who became a cornerstone on defense, or James Bradberry, who brought stability to the secondary. If the Giants see Davis as a potential piece to their puzzle, they could be aggressive in pursuing him, especially if his price tag is reasonable. The offseason is still young, and there's plenty of time for negotiations and roster moves, but the buzz is certainly growing. And don't forget, the Giants have a lot of things to look forward to this season. With the improvements on the offensive line, the emergence of young players, and the strategic acumen of Brian Daboll, the team is poised to take a step forward. Adding a weapon like Gabe Davis could be the final piece in their offensive jigsaw puzzle. It's about maximizing their chances, giving Daniel Jones more weapons, and making a run at that playoff spot that so many fans are dreaming of. But, of course, all of this is speculation for now. Nothing is set in stone. Davis's release from Jacksonville might just be a small chapter in his career, or it could be the beginning of a new chapter with the Giants. It's all about the fit, the opportunity, and how both sides see the potential for success together. The offseason is full of surprises, and this could be one of the most exciting yet for Giants fans who are eager to see their team make bold moves. Now, I want to emphasize that this is just the beginning of the conversation. We'll be watching closely to see if the Giants make a move for Gabe Davis, and what that could mean for their offense and their chances in the upcoming season. The NFL offseason never sleeps, and neither should we, because every day brings new developments, new rumors, and new opportunities for your beloved Giants to shape their future. And now, New York Giants fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Do you think Davis would be a perfect fit? Are you excited about the possibility of seeing him in blue and red? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Giants. Do you believe this move could push them over the edge? Or do you think they should focus on other areas of the roster? Whatever your thoughts are, I'm eager to read them and discuss with you. Remember, your engagement helps us bring more content like this, so don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel for more updates. The NFL offseason is a whirlwind, and the Giants are always at the center of the action. Whether it's free agency, draft rumors, or roster adjustments, we're here to keep you informed and engaged. So stay tuned, because I'll be back soon with more news, analysis, and insights about your favorite team. Thanks for watching, and as always, let's go Giants!